This video will go over the most basic steps of solving two-step equations. I have an example here of 10 plus 5h equals 25. So what this is saying is 5 times a number plus 10 more equals 25. So to figure out what that number is, I'm going to use these steps to solve it. So the first thing I'm going to do, my goal is to get the 5h by itself and have numbers, only have constants on the right side. So the first thing I need to do is get rid of this 10. So since it's a positive 10, to get rid of it, I do the opposite. The opposite of positive 10 is negative 10. So I'm going to give a negative 10 to both sides. It's like I'm subtracting 10 from both sides. So 10 minus 10, or 10 and negative 10 equals 0, so that's gone. And I got rid of it, and now I still have this 5h, which is positive, over here, and I'm working down 25 plus negative 10, or 25 minus 10, is 15. So now it's like I have a whole new equation. I have 5h equals 15, or 5 times something equals 15. I probably know what that something is, but I'm going to go through the steps to prove it. I'm going to do the opposite to solve. So the opposite of the opposite of multiply is to divide. So I'm going to divide by this 5 and divide by 5 over here. I divide by the same number on both sides to maintain equality. 5 divided by 5 gives me just 1h. So now I have h by itself equals, and 15 divided by 5 is 3. So now I think h equals 3. So now I need to check that. So to check it, I rewrite the equation I was given from the beginning. Then I'm going to substitute this answer that I think h is into the equation. So I'm going to rewrite everything again, except rather than writing the h, I'm going to write 3. And I think that equals 25. Then the last step is to actually do the math on this side. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 10 is 25. And this side is also 25, so that checks out. So my solution must be correct. So that's how I would solve that one. So one major key to solving equations correctly is that when you do each step, like here, my first step was to subtract 8 from both sides so that I can get the variable by itself. But I want to make sure I line up the like terms. So 8 minus 8, they line up. 64 minus 8. And when I write it, it's almost like I'm writing a vertical subtraction problem like you did when you were in elementary school. 64 minus 8, and then the answer goes just below it. And if I'm doing this right, the equation should start to become smaller and smaller as we go down. So once I've subtracted 8 from both sides here, that's gone. Now I have 8s equals 56. That's a new equation. So to solve that equation, the opposite of multiply is divide. So I showed my division with this line, and notice how I'm dividing by the same number on both sides. That should give me 8 divided by 8 should always give me 1. So I should have 1, the invisible 1 in front of my variable. And then 56 divided by 8 is 7. So that's what I think the solution is. So now I'm going to check it. So in my check, when I substitute in my solution for my variable, then I would do the math over here on the side to make sure it equals 64. So 7 times 8 is 56, plus 8 is 64. So 64 equals 64, so this checks.